Linda makes house calls. For each, she is paid a base amount and makes additional money for each hour she works. The graph below shows her pay in dollars versus the number of hours she works. The x-axis here is our number of hours worked. The y-axis is the total pay, or the pay in dollars. So as we take a look here, this graph starts at 60. This means that her base pay, or her base amount, is 60. Why is that the case? Because that's the amount that she starts with. Whether she works for 1 hour, 2 hours, or any hours, she still gets a base amount of $60. So our graph started at 60. Now what we want to do is we actually want to find out. The question says, how much does her pay increase each hour she worked? Well, for 0 hours, she made $60. All right, let's take a look at 1 hour. For 1 hour, it's 75. For 2 hours, 1 hour is 90. 2 hours is going to be 120. We can take this information to find the slope from the table or from the graph. If we're looking at the graph, we can take a look at rise over run. How much do we need to go up to get to that next point? To 90. From 60 to 90 is an increase of 30. All right, we can see it in the table as well as the graph. So from the graph, we see plus 30 here. I'm going to now change the color, and we'll take a look at that horizontal movement, your run. If we're going from 0 hours work to 1 hour, what is that? Plus 1. All right, if we take a look here at our hours in the table, we see that from 0 to 1 is plus 1. All right, so we have a slope of 30 over 1. That means each hour, her pay increases by $30. Let's test that out. If we were to go from hour 1, which is at $90, up to hour 2, which is 120, that is an increase of positive or plus 30 as well. And then as we take a look at going from hour 1 worked to hour 2 worked, that's a difference of another hour. So again, our slope is still going to be 30 over 1. In the table, again, we can look here and see what's the change here, plus 30. What's the change here, plus 1. Each time we get 30 over 1, 30 over 1. That means that her pay is increasing $30 for each hour. What is the slope of this line? We found it by finding the change in y over change in x. The slope is 30. Her amount of money changes $30 per hour.